says call recording is on, so we will go ahead and record a call. So this is March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Have you all got your green beer?
No.
I got something green.
Oh, good.
My compensation flyer.
Okay, very good. So March 17th, 2015. Who knows? These calls might go on for years. And what I want to do today is just take a really quick overview of the beginning steps of the compensation plan. So when you're getting started, you have kind of a clue of what you're aiming for, what your goals are. And you might, if any of this, you might want to go back and watch the energy888.biz video, because that has some good basics on just the concepts about what's residual income and what's leverage and stuff like that. But this one's going to pick up from there and look at some of the basic concepts, because sometimes you look at these things like the comp plan folder and you go, oh my goodness, what is this thing saying? I don't understand a word of it. So I want to go through a few details here. And where I'm actually going to start is not on the compensation plan folder. I am going to start on the price list. So here is the Canadian price list. Loretta, are you able to see what we're looking at?
No, sorry, but I'm listening.
Okay. So here we're looking at the Canadian price list, and you will see there's this line of titles here. It says CV, volume, retail, 20% and 30%. Mm-hmm. So the number I really want to look at here is the one that says volume. Mm-hmm. And you can see that every product has a volume number, and it doesn't apparently have any relation to the price. I mean, it's more or less the bigger ones have bigger prices and bigger volume numbers, but there's no real mathematical correlation necessarily. The thing you want to understand is, so what you see here, Immunocal has a volume of 180 points, and Immunocal Platinum has a volume of 250 points. That's probably enough for now. Now I'm going to jump over to the United Kingdom price list, which is somewhat different from the Canadian. You can see they have way fewer products over there right now. But if you look at Immunocal, volume points are 180 points for Immunocal. And for Platinum, it's 250 points. So that's exactly the same as our points here in Canada. But of course, if you look at the prices, they're in British pound sterling, so it's like, I don't understand those numbers. What Immunotec has done is it doesn't matter what country you are, and it doesn't matter whether you're paying in pesos in Mexico or pounds in England or dollars here in the States, the products always have the same volume number everywhere around the world. And they've done that so they can standardize things for the sake of the compensation plan. Clear so far?
So far, so good.
Yes.
Oh, goody. So it's just a nice concept to have in mind. Then if you look at the top row here, there it says, just looking at regular Immunocal, it has a retail price. Loretta, if you by any chance just have the paper compensation plan, you could even just look at that. We've got the retail price of $99, a 20% off price of $79.20, and a 30% price of $69.30. So as consultants, we pay the $69.30 price. Somebody who's just registered as a customer on monthly auto ship, what they call Immunodirect, they pay $79.20. Now this $99 retail price, there's kind of two uses for that number. If you have somebody who just wants this, like, no, I just want to try one box. I don't want to sign up for any kind of accounts. Can I just buy a box? You say, yes, you can just buy a box. It's going to cost you, but you can buy a box. And they say, I don't care how much it costs. Okay. So what you do, you set them up, one-time order of one box of Immunocal at the retail price of $99, and you place that order with customer service or online, however you want to do it. So they're going to pay $99 plus their $9.95 of shipping, plus their HST. So their $99 box, retail box of Immunical is going to cost them, what? That's maybe $120. Tidy sum. On the other hand, if you have an extra box of Immunical lying around and you're talking to somebody face to face and they say, well, can't I just buy a box from you? You say, yeah, you can buy this box from me. And especially if they're a friend, you're going to be tempted to want to say, oh, it's just the $69.30 that I paid. But first of all, you didn't pay $69.30. You paid $69.30 plus tax and shipping.
Right.
So you don't want to teach anybody that they can get stuff cheaper from you than they'll ever get it by ordering, because you're training dependence, and you just don't want to do that. So at the very, you have to think, okay, $69.30, and if they were paying shipping on that, that adds about $10, so $70, about $80 with the shipping, and I don't know, $8 or $10 with the tax. It puts it up to about $99, which is very close to this retail number here. So if the person's face-to-face and you charge them the retail number, you're pretty close to just charging them what they would pay without the tax and shipping if they ordered it from the company. So it just kind of gives you a little perspective if you are making a decision about a face-to-face sale, what you might want to consider there. Questions on that so far?
No.
Okay.
Very clear.
Okay. Now, meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm going to flip over to the comp plan here. I think I can. There it is. Hello, compensation plan. And there's something that exists on the compensation plan. Let's change the size of the thing so we can read it. Not that size. It's too big. There we go. My favorite pages on this compensation plan brochure are these ones with all the charts, and this page back here that's the glossary. If you're ever getting confused about what's a venture or what's a downline or what's personal group volume, PGV, the definitions are all here, and it's a precious page. Now there's this thing called entrepreneur consultant, which they define as a consultant who has not met the requirements for associate rank or higher. An entrepreneur consultant is eligible for a 20% discount. And you'll see, for example, right now, Loretta just started her consultant account this month, and in the back office, she is still showing as entrepreneur because they don't assign you a rank until the month closes. So sometimes you'll see people online looking like they're an entrepreneur. They're really going to turn out to be an associate or a venture, but they won't look that way until the month closes and they run the checks, the commissions. The one other thing to know about entrepreneur consultant is you can be an entrepreneur consultant if you just buy the welcome kit with all the paperwork and the brochures and stuff. The company will sell that box for $30 plus tax and shipping. So if by chance you've got somebody who says, I really want to start my business, but there's no way I can pay $250 because blah, 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 blah. Well, if you really think it's worth it to them to start it, you can say, well, you can start it for, about $30 plus tax and shipping. And get working, and you that will give you an ID number, and you can be signing people up. The thing you can never do as an entrepreneur consultant is you can't get paid. So a person doesn't want to stay, if they really think they're building a business, they don't want to stay an entrepreneur for very long. But it is theoretically possible if somebody's really struggling for cash that they can do that. Otherwise, when somebody gets started, they're going to get started as either, here we go, an associate or a venture. And you can start either as an associate or a venture, and you can buy your account to be either one. If you started with the $249 health pack that's like, what, 2 platinums and an Immunical, that gives you enough points to be an associate, but not to be a venture. But that's okay. You can still start your account. So you start your account as an associate here. If you want to buy the bigger pack that has more Immunicals and things, I don't just how many? What is the bigger? 3 Immunical, 3 boxes of Immunical, and 4 boxes of platinum. Then that package is worth 2,000 points, and it means you're an instant venture, which is kind of nice. So, what are the advantages to venture over associate? And if you're looking at the chart, you'll see a venture has the opportunity to get paid on any customers that they sign up or any other associates. But the associate can't get paid on a venture until they become a venture themselves. So, something to remember. Okay, but in order to get paid, they just have to buy 180 points. We were looking at those volume points. 180 PV personal volume could be 1 box of Immunical. And it could be, 3 bottles of probiotic with cranberry, or it could be 3 bottles of probiotic. It just needs to be anything that adds up to 180 points, and that associate qualifies to get paid. Now, to turn yourself into a venture, there's an advantage to trying to do it in the very first month you're in the business. And so Loretta, this is going to speak very specifically to you and to anybody in your situation. So what does it say to become a venture? It says you need 2,000 personal group volume, PGV, of which 400 must be personal volume, PV, in any one commission month. So let's translate that stuff. I think we know the part that says you must have 400 PV, personal volume. So that means you yourself have to have purchased 400 points in product to be paid as a venture or to become a venture. And you have to have 2,000 PGV, personal group volume, which is, that's why we're happy we have the glossary. But I can just tell you out of my head for now, personal group volume means the accumulated volume points on anything you personally buy, on anything your personal customers buy, and on anything your new consultants that month buy. So yourself, any customers from any month, and new consultants specifically from the current month. So in the case of Loretta, who has, she has 1,000 points because she bought the health pack. Loretta, I hope you don't mind I'm telling your stories here.
No, that's okay.
Okay. So you could become a venture by just buying a ton more product if you wanted to, but which is not what I recommend. You could become a venture by signing up 2 new customers with the health pack, because all the customer health packs get 500 points each. So 2 customers, that would be another 1,000 points. Added to your 1,000 points means 2,000 points for the month. In this calendar month, bang, you're a venture. So that's one way to do it, 2 customers. Another way to do it is just sign up 1 more person with the same package that you bought, because you bought a package for 1,000 points. If you have 1 more individual who buys a package for 1,000 points, that same one that you did, then that makes you a venture as well. So the advantage is on a typical month after your first month, you might not buy 1,000 points worth of product. So in your very first month, you've kind of got a leg up, if you can do it, to become venture, because you've already invested, shall we say, 1,000 points into this month. So something to think about. And if that wasn't totally clear, I know some of this stuff I had to study and go over many times. And part of the reason I want this recorded is, allow number 4 to join. Sure. Viewer number 4. Yeah, I mean, some of this stuff you just have to go over a number of times to make sense out of it. But the advantage, why do we want to be a venture? Because the venture not only they get paid on their first generation. So, hello, who's there?
Hello.
Who joined us?
It's
Hello.
Lawrence.
Hi, Lawrence.
Hello.
We're midstream, and I'm glad you found us. So you become a venture. Now you get paid on what we call 3 levels of people. So the G1 is the people that you personally signed up. G2 is the people that your G1 signed up, and G3 is the people your G2s signed up. So Generation 1, Generation 2, and 3. You get paid 5% on anything any of those people purchase. And that will be for the life of your business. You're going to get paid 5% on all those people, some of whom down the line you won't even know these people unless you make a point to call them and say hello because somebody else is going to sign them up and going to know them. In order to get paid on those 3 generations of people, you'll see where it says maintenance here, maintenance of 400 PV. So you need to buy 400 volume points worth of product. And if you look, there's a sheet that lists the auto ship bundles that they offer. And my favorite auto ship bundle is one that they give you 600 points for. And if you look across the compensation plan, you can see nobody needs more than 600 PV to qualify to get paid, to earn their check. So 600 points, and they're giving you a box of platinum, a box of regular Immunocal, and all the vitamins. And they're calling that 600 points. They're giving you more points than you would get if you just bought them, should we say, a la carte. So they're giving you generous point numbers and extremely cheap. They're giving you that package for the price of the Immunocal and the Immunocal Platinum alone. So basically you're buying the 2 Immunocal boxes. You're getting the vitamins, the omega-3s, and the calcium for free, as well as 600 points. So it's a nice package to consider when you're wanting to make sure you qualify. So there you are, a venture. And I'm just looking here. Was there anything else I wanted to make sure to tell you on that? Okay, so let's jump for a minute and talk about Business Builder Bonus, and then we'll talk about how you get to be silver. Business Builder Bonus is paid on the packs, the new sign-up starter packs that any consultant buys, and it's also paid on the Immunocal packs, health packs that your customers can buy. So, yeah, and in fact, the Business Builder Bonus is paid to sponsors of new consultants and customers and is calculated on a percentage of the commission volume of their orders placed the same month they register. So it's paid on new stuff that the people buy that month. So for a consultant, it could even be outside the Business Builder pack. But for a customer, it must be on their health packs. And the bonus can be 5%, 10%, or 20%, depending on the number of consultants and customers you sign up in a given month. The 20% Business Builder bonus is paid bi-monthly, so twice a month to qualified consultants. Not that you get paid the same bonus twice, but if you sign up 3 people early in the month, they'll pay you the bonus, and if you do 3 more later in the month, then you get the bonus on them later. So they give an example here just so you kind of understand the numbers. If you signed up somebody for shall we say, a $500 purchase, which is basically that $2,000 package that a new consultant could buy. They're rounding the number up so it's easier to look at. So if you sign up one consultant for that $500 package, you're going to get a 5% bonus for that, which is 25%. That's nice. If you sign up 2 consultants for that same $500 package, then the bonus jumps. So you're getting a 10% bonus, which means now you're getting $100 in bonus. So 25 for one person, $100 for 2 people. And if you sign up 3 people, they're going to pay you a 20% bonus, which is a total of $300. So you're looking at some serious money as a one-time bonus. And those bonuses are all in addition to the 5% residual income that you earn on these guys just because they're in your first generation and you always earn residual. So these bonuses are lovely, and if you can sign up 3 people in a month, whether it's 2 customers and a consultant, 2 consultants and a customer, 3 customers who all buy the health pack, it doesn't matter, but as long as it's 3 packages that qualify for Business Builder, if you sign up for 3 of them, you're getting a 20% bonus for them, plus your 5% in regular commission. So you're smiling. It's a good month. Now, just for the details of how to do that, when it comes time, you talk to me or talk to the person in your upline and ask them, what did she say about these packages? Which one should I choose? We can fill in the details later, but just so you can see the possibilities of these bonuses here. Okay, now I'm going to move back over to how do we go from venture to silver. First of all, let's look at why we might want to go from venture to silver. You can see that the silver has the same qualification as venture. They both have to buy 400 points a month to get paid. So there's no change in that. But when you look at what silver can get paid on, they get paid not on the 3 levels of the venture, but they get paid on 4 levels. And furthermore, they get paid 10% on their second level, not on their first level, not on their first generation, but on their second generation, they get paid 10%. So the big quiz prize question for tonight is, why would they pay you twice as much for someone on your second generation as for someone on your first generation? Anybody got the answer?
They would do that because you are now training somebody?
Ding!
Yeah.
You got it. Exactly. So basically they're paying you twice as much to encourage you not to just run around, sign people up, and ignore them. They want you to sign people up and help them out. So in my case, Loretta is Wendy's friend. Wendy is my G1, is on my first generation. I get a 5% commission on her purchases. But Loretta is my G2, second generation, and I get paid a 10% commission on her purchases because the company wants me to help grow my downline. And then you'll see as you look across to gold, they pay, it's the same 5% on your generation 1 all the way across and the same 10% on your G2. But when you bump up to gold, now they start paying you 7% on G3, G4, and on, because they really do want you to be helping people grow their businesses. And that's why they pay you that way. So when you get to gold, you're eligible to be paid on 4 generations, and you bump up to that. Did I say gold? I should say silver. When you get to silver, you get paid on 4 generations. Second generation is 10%. And I'll tell you, each time that you manage to bring your business up another rank level, your check makes a big jump. It's good fun. So let's just look now briefly at what you need to do to become a silver. It says here in the little secret code, it says 6,000 TOV, total organizational volume, and 3 qualified venture legs with no more than 2,700 points per leg. So TOV, total organizational volume, means however much product you buy and anybody anywhere in your downline. So it's just your whole line, including you, that's how you figure the TOV number. Doesn't matter what month they purchased in at that point. But then it says 3 qualified venture legs. So what does that mean? It means you have to have at least 3 separate ventures in your business. You can't have 3 ventures, one like on the first, second, and third generations under each other. You've got to have a venture leg with Tom in it and his downline, and Dick in it and his downline, and Henrietta and her downline. So 3 separate venture legs, and each of those ventures, they have to buy enough product. They have to buy their 400 points worth of product for the month. That's what that word qualified means, that they've actually gone ahead and bought the product that they need to buy to be a venture. So you have to have 3 qualified, so basically 3 active ventures in your business. And for the sake of the qualification, they won't count more than 2,700 points for each leg. If one of the people has 5,000 points in their leg, and the other 2 legs is just a venture with 400 and 400 because they're just doing the bare minimum, or maybe let's say 400 and 900, that you'll get paid on all that volume, but it won't make you silver because it wasn't balanced out enough. You've got to have 3 active venture legs to get yourself to be silver. Is that more or less clear for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so that's silver, and if you understand what you did to be silver, then you're going to have probably a couple months to study up on what you need to do to get to be gold. So I don't think we need to talk about that right now. But the one other thing I do really want to point out is this section 5 that's called Moving Up Bonus and Accelerated Moving Up Bonus. So starting with silver, when you move from venture to silver and you maintain yourself as silver the second month. So what they're saying is you can't just buy a ton of product or have some kind of miracle month that gives you enough points to be silver, but then the next month it goes back to very small, like one month you go way over 6,000 points, but if the next month you go down to 2,000 points, you can't get your silver bonus. To get your silver bonus, you have to get your 6,000 points and maintain a minimum of 6,000 points for a second month. And as of that second month, when you really prove you really are a silver, no fooling, they'll give you a $200 bonus for getting there. And then if you look at the other bonuses, when your gold bonus is 500, your diamond bonus is 2,500, and so on. There's some nice bonuses. Now, the other cool thing is if you can achieve silver quickly. So let's see, Loretta, this is March. And they say in your first 2 months, which means your first full 2 months, so they're not going to count March because you didn't sign up on March 1st. So your first 2 full months in the business are March, April, and May. If by the end of May you can get yourself to silver, they will, and keep it for the second month, they give you a $400 bonus because you did it quickly. So that's why they call it accelerated. For each of these accelerated bonuses, they give you a time clock that's ticking, that if you get in there, get to work, and hit those ranks in a quick manner, then you can double your bonuses, which is kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And the one last thing I'll show you is one of the things that's nice about moving up to gold is that when you hit gold, if you help somebody, if somebody in your downline hits gold, you get paid a bonus for helping them do that if you're a gold yourself. As a silver, you can't get paid that bonus on a new gold. But if you're gold and someone in your downline hits gold, you can get a $250 bonus for helping them do that, which is really kind of fun. Mm-hmm. So I think that gives you a pretty good overview. I'm looking, I made some notes here, but I think we covered enough of it. It's a lot of numbers. This is the conversation that isn't always the easiest to understand. But, if and for a lot of us who tend to be the more touchy-feely people, we just want to help people. And sometimes the money conversation isn't so interesting. But I must say that if what you're looking at is how am I going to avoid a big running up my credit card debt or something else, the money conversation can be kind of profound.
Mhm.
So that gives you an idea of how it works. And this whole presentation is recorded and it'll be up on the web. I should have maybe tomorrow or the next day. I'll have it up on the web. It'll be on YouTube, so complete with both the audio and the video right there on YouTube. So you can always go back to it. And like I said, you might even want to go back to the energy888.biz just as a prelude to set the stage, and then to watch this so you can understand all of it. So I think for the moment, I'm going to end this recording. Don't go away.
Do you want to mention the difference between retail, how much money you make if somebody does buy retail, or on this recording? No? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, yes, you earn more if they buy retail than if they buy on Immunodirect as a what do you call it? Auto ship order. You get a bigger commission. That's never a motivating force for me, because I just feel like, what on earth would anybody ever want to buy at retail for?
Exactly.
Sign them up for auto ship. They can all, if worst comes to worst, they sign up for auto ship, they get the better price, and then next month they cancel the auto ship, and it doesn't matter, and they still got the better price. So, practically speaking, I don't want to make that extra money from a retail order. I think it's just an unfortunate waste of money for them. For some people, it's the way they really want to do it. It's like, no, and the auto ship is scary, and I won't sign up for it. And blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, good, pay more. It's okay. Anything else, Connie, that you think I overlooked?
No, that was, I didn't know about that one, so it's not really on the sheet, so I don't think. Maybe it is somewhere.
I don't think it is, but
I just remember explaining it to Danny, too.
Let's see. I don't know if it's back here.
Oh, maybe it is.
Residual commissions. Is Immunodirect
retail
here?
sale, you went past it.
It's on here. Oh, wait a minute. It's on this page about the customers.
I just thought if it came up, they could ask you, how it works.
Yeah, it's on this page here. Retail profit.
Oh, okay.
You basically get 30% on those people, and you get 20%. Well, they pay a 20% discount, and you earn a wholesale profit of 10% on their monthly orders. So you earn less on your monthly customers than on your one-time customers. But think what you're saying. If somebody's buying month after month, you stand to earn a lot more on those people than on somebody who just buys a box now and 7 months from now, that kind of thing. Okay, so hopefully this is enough conversation that when you go back to this comp plan, you can make your way through it and understand it okay. And I'm going to end this for now. Hold on just a second.